Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Impractical Jokers. This is a 2020 film. It is rated PG 13. It runs an hour and 33 minutes. It's directed by Chris Henchy, and it stars Brian Quinn, James Murray, and Joe Gatto. And the description is Brian, James, Joe, and Sal put hilarious pranks on an unsuspecting public. This is Impractical Jokers. Well, I just came from the theater seeing Impractical Jokers, the movie, and had not heard that this was coming. Haven't seen any commercials and haven't seen any advertisements. And all of a sudden, I looked on my movie app and I see Impractical Jokers. Do I want to see that or another movie? I think I'll go see that. So it just seemed like a movie to go to have some fun, have a relaxing night, go to something that I might get some laughs out of. Wasn't expecting much, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm really surprised. So, have you heard of this? Are you gonna go see it? Let me know down in the comments. Um, it's really hard to critique movies like this or um, any other movie that kind of goes freelance like this is really, really hard because these movies are made to make you laugh, to make you enjoy yourself, to not have to think. It's like a skit, I mean, they're just doing impractical things and they're trying to make jokes to make you laugh. That's the name of the movie. That's the point of the movie. So, what do you say? This movie did try to have a storyline. If you're wondering about going to see it and if there's any kind of point, there is. I will not give away the storyline, but it's weird and like it's not like people know how to act. Just because you put them in a movie doesn't mean they know how to act. So there's no specialty here. There's no professionalism. There's nothing. It's just a slapstick story that they put together so that they could make this movie, put some of their fun along the way. It's a road trip idea. I don't think that gives away anything. And there's a lot of stuff along the way that happens, and then the story happens at the beginning, and the story kind of happens at the end, and that's it. That completes the movie. So, it's not a legitimate story or anything. It's just enough to string together what these guys are gonna do. And I guess I should have said this at the beginning, but have you heard of Impractical Jokers? Have you ever watched their TV show? Have you heard of them? Do you know who these guys are? Um, Little disclaimer, I guess I should have done at the beginning, is that these guys do have a TV show. It has run for a long time. I have watched a little bit on TV, not a lot. I'm not a big fan or anything, but I'm wondering if anybody is. Are you a big fan? Like, have you never heard of these guys? Um, they are kind of famous, and this movie is kind of nice to know that people notice them in public sometimes, and the things that they're able to do, kind of like Dude Perfect or you know the Jackass Gang. They're able to kind of get their way into stadiums or bars, and they're able to do their thing. That's why they're kind of a bigger deal, is because they're able to get into these places and do these skit things, and that's why they're successful. So I would say this movie probably achieves what it wants to. It's like when comedians make their movies or singers make their behind the scenes, tour movies. It's something to get you noticed. It's something to have your name out there for a while, for a minute, and you make some money off the side. You make some money off merch and tickets and all this stuff, and I'm sure this will help the Impractical Joker guys a lot. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for their movie. The things I've got to say though are that there's a lot in this movie that falls flat. Like, nobody reacted to it. Even the guys in the movie hardly were like buying into the idea. And then the crowd just, it was silence, it was crickets. Um, so it has that one thing kind of against it. And I don't know why they put some things in there that even they didn't react to. And then there's some other things in here that maybe they, do the same joke over again with a different person. That's fine. It's a different reaction. I like how they varied it up a little bit. I do appreciate that fact that they didn't do the same joke the exact same way. And I've always liked that on their TV show. I mean, if each guy does the challenge, it's not the same every single time. Maybe you throw a, fork in the road and you do something just a little bit different so for the next guy to see how things react and how they unfold. But I didn't think in a movie you exactly need to do the same challenge. Like, just show us who did it best, how they did it, how they won, move on to the next thing. Have more material, have more jokes. I think that would have been more successful than just doing the same thing over two, three times. Just felt to drag on a little bit, especially on the ones we didn't really care about or weren't as funny. But there were some really funny ones, and there were some really good times of cracking up. Lots of people were laughing, lots of people were enjoying it, and like I said, that's kind of the point. So whether you've heard of Impractical Jokers or not, whether you think they're funny, whether you think that you would enjoy a whole, hour and a half of them doing their thing, um, just give it a chance. The story is not all that great, like I said, but it might be really interesting to some people because it is a substantial way of making a movie. And I think it might be true, it might not, but it was just kind of interesting. So give it a chance. Give it something to laugh at. There's not much of that nowadays that we have. So this at least you get a chance to watch a PG-13 movie that will make you laugh a little bit, and you can kind of get a glimpse into the world of Impractical Jokers and decide if you want to follow them or not. Watch their TV shows. Watch them on YouTube, whatever. At least you can make an educated decision for yourself. I'm gonna give Impractical Jokers a C+ for a grade. Um, I think there's a lot wrong with movies where people are not professionals. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to, make a storyline sell. They don't know how to make jokes sell or give them to us in a orderly fashion. These guys have been together for a long time and they feed off of each other well, but I just don't think that they know quite what they got into here, and the movie does show that. So a C+ for Impractical Jokers. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.